Hey guys, this is E-House from Gun Gamers, and today I'm going to be tackling a subject that I actually get asked about a lot. And also a subject that I kind of jokingly tackled in a previous video, like a year or two ago maybe, but this time I'm going to be answering it in actuality. I'm going to be talking about running an Airsoft YouTube channel. Now, while Gun Gamers is certainly not necessarily the model for ultimate YouTube success, I do get questions rather frequently actually about people looking to start up, and I do get asked for advice when people are looking to start up and get into it. Apparently, some people enjoy what we do a lot and think that, we might know what we're doing, which is, frankly, that means that the illusion is working, but people ask me about this frequently enough that I figure it deserves its own video because, you know what? I feel like it's a subject that's well within our wheelhouse. So today I'm just going to give you some of the advice and some of the tricks of the trade that I've learned as I've gotten more into it. So buckle in, kids. We're in for a ride. So to start off, why would you run an Airsoft YouTube channel? Well, not for the money. Not right now, at least. If you're looking to get into YouTube for Airsoft, you'd have to understand that the reality of trying to make YouTube your job to begin with sucks right now. And then the reality of trying to make YouTube your job for Airsoft sucks even worse. Airsoft is a shooting sport, and it's getting hit by the so-called adpocalypse even worse than anyone else on YouTube. So if you're hoping to make money at this, you're probably not going to. Even Gun Gamers, ever since we started monetizing our videos with ads, we really don't make much. Certainly not enough to cover the cost of pretty much anything we do on the channel. So instead we spend our ad revenue on bar trips. Shh, don't tell anyone. So if you're not doing this for the money, then what are you doing it for? For fun, most likely. If you're trying to make this your job, you're probably not going to enjoy it. But if you're just doing this because you want to make videos about something you enjoy greatly, that's still here. That never went anywhere. YouTube is not ending just because there's not money in every single video anymore. It just means that if you want to make videos, you have to be realistic about what your return on investment is going to be. So now that we know that realistically speaking, when you start, you're not going to make any money, and even when you do start making money, it's not going to be enough to make this your job. What is your motivation? It's, like I said, it's to make fun videos that hopefully help and inform people. Believe it or not, that is why I do Gun Gamers. I make Gun Gamers because it's fun and because I enjoy making videos that hopefully people find helpful. So, see the mag test video. I'm not going to ever make enough money back from that video to cover all the money that I spent making that video. So, perfect example of sometimes you're just doing this because it's a passion project. Which, if you still want to keep going after I tell you that Santa Claus isn't real and this probably isn't going to be your job, then hopefully you're on the right track for that. But since running a YouTube channel is a passion project and is something that you're going to be doing for fun, let me give you some tips on making it fun. Do not do it by yourself, if at all possible. Even if that just means, say, you're in all the videos and you edit all the videos, even if that just means that occasionally you film videos with your friends or you film videos with your teammates, or say you start a network where you get your entire team involved in getting into videos at one point or another, and then you just start running a YouTube channel with all these idiots that you go and drink with, and it's amazing. See also Gun Gamers. That's really what you want to get, is you want to get a fun vibe of kind of a team atmosphere if possible, because every YouTube channel that has run for a period of time that keeps going and keeps growing and keeps getting bigger, I find that 9 out of 10 of those are in some way or another, or some form or another, people who've managed to get their friends involved in it, or people who have managed to get their friends through it. Or people where not only did they get their friends involved in it, it's been a group project from the get-go, like Gun Gamers. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind, is that doing a YouTube channel totally by yourself actually really sucks. I don't recommend it at all. Definitely get some other people involved if you can. That makes it a lot more fun. And it also gives you people that you can collaborate with and talk back and forth with, and bouncing ideas off each other. That's a lot of where our video ideas come from. I mean, in the off season, I talk to other content creators who live in northern environments where you don't play as much during the winter, or sometimes not really at all. And a lot of them say, man, I can't come up with video ideas during the off season. How do you do it? I'm like, I have a group chat with every member of my team we're constantly bullshitting back and forth and throwing ideas back and forth at each other. And even if we haven't played in a while, someone might bring up a story from last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. And all of a sudden, we've got a video idea because just that collaboration of our teammates just constantly talking, that's where our ideas come from. So definitely get your friends and teammates involved if you can, because it is a boon to helping you keep on track with content. Speaking of keeping on track and having fun with it, make the videos you enjoy making. There's a lot of pressure out there when you're making videos and you feel like some of them aren't doing well and they're not getting as many views, maybe they're not getting as many likes, maybe no one's clicking on them, and you're thinking, man, I should do this type of video more often because this gets the most views. But what if you hate making that type of video? For example, I hate making gameplay video. I hate sitting down, sifting through hours and hours of gameplay and getting like a 10 to 15 minute video out of it. Hate it. Hate editing gameplay. I hate managing cameras. I hate doing it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. I've been on the record as saying I hate it, and I'm on the record again saying I hate it. I hate gameplay. I hate unboxings. I hate doing all that stuff just because I don't enjoy watching it even as I'm editing it. So I hate it. I hate doing that. So I never do it. As a result, you'll never see that on the channel. Would it generate more traffic and would it grow our channel? Probably. But I already just established I'm not here to make $1 million. I'm here to do what I want to do. And what I want to do is make brutally honest videos about whatever subject I feel like and have a lot of fun doing it. So that's what you see. Now, yes, this might possibly handicap your success if you're trying to really get big and make a ton of money and get views. But as I said, you're probably not going to make a ton of money, even if you do get big. And if you're trying to get views and you're not doing this for fun, then quite frankly, you're not doing it the Gun Gamers way, because we're about having fun here. And I would hate myself if I was just farming this channel out for views all the time. I would not enjoy it at all. So that's why you see weird stuff on this channel. And frankly, don't be afraid to do weird stuff on your channel. Find your own version of doing something like the Tactical Wizard, like a creative endeavor that you enjoy. Because guess what? Other people are going to enjoy it to some degree or another too. Maybe every now and then someone stops enjoying what you make because you go in a different direction and you do your own thing. And all of a sudden they're like, you know what, maybe this isn't what I subscribed for, or maybe this isn't what I like, or maybe I disagree with a lot of what you're doing. Well, you know what? Sometimes that happens. You can't really run your channel that you're not making money on trying to constantly please everybody, because then it's no fun and then you're miserable. I put so many hours a week of work into Gun Gamers that if I enjoyed none of it, even if it was making a lot of money, even if we had 50,000 subscribers, I would hate my life. It would suck. Don't be afraid to handicap your success, because ultimately you don't want to betray your own ethos of what you want to do. Just stay true to your channel identity, stay true to what your idea is, what your central idea, your brand, so to speak, is, and you'll have a hardcore enough following that'll stay with it. And even if you don't get a following, if you enjoy making the videos, do it anyway. That's what I do. But there is one caveat emptor to all of that. Sometimes, especially when you're starting out, your videos will suck. If you go back and look at the videos that I first made on YouTube, even before Gun Gamers was a thing, if you go back and look at my old YouTube videos, they're awful. They are god-awful. They're terrible. And I abhor all of them. They are some of the worst things that I've ever created. They're some of the worst things mankind has ever created. They're not good. I hate watching myself in them, and I hate knowing that I made them. So every now and then, you're going to look back at your old content, or you're going to even look at your current content, and you're not going to be happy with it. What do you do with that? You learn, you improve, and you overcome. You find ways that you can take your old format and either ditch it if you need to because it's just not working, or improve upon it to make it work. That is the key to improving your content, because yes, your content will suck starting out most likely, but you can make it better. You can always make it better. Even if you're happy with it, even if you think it's good right now, you can still make it better. For example, real world example right here, I actually went through and wrote a process for gun reviews that we're going to use on this channel from now on. Because I went back and I looked at our gun reviews from the past 2 years of Gun Gamers, and it occurred to me that they are all over the place with absolutely no degree of consistency and no real data. And that's what I hate. I love giving my opinion, but I want data. Ever since the mag test video and the RHOP video, I've become obsessed with trying to have more data in our videos, because data is something that I find is severely lacking in Airsoft. Not just in Airsoft, but our videos especially. So I want data, and I want measured points of what we can look at and say, hey, this, and this. This is our format. This is what we talk about. This is how we evaluate the gun. This is where our opinion comes from. Because when you're conveying your opinion on camera, and when you're trying to get people to respect your ethos as a reviewer or as a speaker, you need to show your work, so to speak, to borrow a term from math. You need to have it where you lay out your opinion clearly enough that someone can follow the roadmap back to where your opinion came from. You need to have clear set destinations and markers of where the conversation came from and where the conversation is going. So absolutely create formats and create processes if you need to, because that's going to help you have better content just throughout. Ultimately, I find that that's more important actually than production value. I notice a lot of people get very hung up on production value. A lot of people don't want to get into making videos unless they have the super nice camera, unless they have the super nice microphone, unless they have a really good background and intro graphics and a fancy logo. Yes, that stuff is nice. And yes, that stuff helps make your videos look professional, but if you have all of those trimmings and absolutely no meat at the core, your video still sucks. You know what I'm going to say? A video is like a burger. If you have the patty and it's meat, that on its own could be eaten as a pretty decent meal. Yes, it's missing extra trimmings that maybe make it taste better, but it's a lot of protein and a lot of sustenance right there, and you can still enjoy it on its own. Whereas if you just have the lettuce and the tomato and the pickles on the plate, now you have a salad. And I know some of you watching probably like salads, and salads are nice, but not in the size of what you get off of a burger. That's like the weakest half appetizer salad ever, and you will leave the table wanting more. So there you go. That's your comparison of how you should structure your video. Make sure the meat, the core content in the video is solid, and worry about the trimmings afterward. Don't get hung up on production value too much. Most of us don't. And even then, a lot of what you're going to be doing in terms of production value and your style of video, that's going to depend on what your angle is and what your style is. I know that to have any degree of success on Airsoft YouTube, you need to have a style that sets you apart from everyone else. You need to be good at something. If you're not good at anything, if you don't do anything unique, no one's going to watch you. They're just going to tune into Novrich again. But even Novrich is a perfect example. Novrich's angle, Novrich's unique thing is his sniper gameplay. Now, other sniper channels have obviously happened as well, and other sniper channels are also very good, but Novrich has his unique editing style. He has the unique way that he builds his videos. The point is, he does something differently that sets him apart. So you need to find that. You need to find the way that you're going to make your videos that sets you apart, because if you don't, again, no one's going to watch. There's no reason to watch you over any of the other dozens of really good Airsoft YouTube channels out there, Gun Gamers not being one of them. Now, I'm not saying you need to have a gimmick. You don't need to have like any ridiculous stuff that you do over the top to try to be really, really unique and special and different, you know, like worship a blow-up doll. But a gimmick can help, but you need to have something beyond the gimmick. People need to be able to look beyond just the gimmick or beyond just the style and say, hey, there's actual substance here. Like I said, work on your burger, get the meat down, then worry about the trimmings. But when you get to the trimmings, absolutely have your own unique style and a brand, for lack of a better way to put it, that sets you apart and that people can recognize as, hey, I want to watch these guys because this. In the case of gun gamers, what I hear all the time is people like our videos because we're no BS, we say and do what we want, and we ultimately don't really answer to anybody. People enjoy that. So if that's going to be your style, it's a great style, personally. So if you're going to do that, please do. But other than that, you need to have something else as well. And that just comes down to conveying your personality effectively on camera and getting people to like watching you. And that all just comes with practice. So like I said, your early videos are going to suck, but it is part of the learning process and you do have to figure it out for yourself. Beyond that, though, I want to go over one thing in particular that you should never do when running an Airsoft YouTube channel. Do not excessively self-promote. It is really, really annoying when you see people posting in your local Airsoft group constantly about follow my Facebook page, follow my YouTube channel, or check out X, Y, or Z latest video. Now, to a certain extent, you are gonna try to promote yourself a little bit here and there. You are, like, say you have a video that's really, really relevant to a group. Maybe you'll post that video if you think they'll find it helpful. But don't do that all the time, and don't do that a lot. Because actually, there are some groups that have rules against doing that. And doing that can get you kicked from those groups, and then you'll never be able to do anything in there again. I may or may not have accidentally broken a rule in one of those groups at one point, but I won't talk about that. But generally speaking, the rule is do not excessively self-promote. I find that in person, never bring up your YouTube channel unless it's pertinent to the conversation. Because if you just immediately start talking about your YouTube channel, number one, don't you have something else to talk about? Don't you have a life? I mean, you're here at Airsoft. Don't you have a hobby to do? Don't you have guns to talk about and gear to talk about and, maybe what's going on with your social life and your teammates? Don't talk about only your YouTube channel all the time because that just becomes no fun. And then everyone just thinks, oh, it's that guy who thinks he's cool because he runs a YouTube channel. And especially don't constantly spam about it on social media and in people's groups because that gets really old really quick if all you do is post about your videos in your local Airsoft group. That gets old and people tune out and then they're not interested in your videos ever. That said, absolutely do socialize and network. Airsoft is a social game. Go be social. So if you're just a nice person and people enjoy talking with you and hanging out with you, then you're going to make friends and then you're going to have more fun. And as I said, ultimately that's probably the point of you running your YouTube channel is to have fun. So go have fun. I guess that's the ultimate message of this video is don't get too hung up on the little stuff. Don't get too hung up on trying to get a following. Don't get too hung up on trying to have the highest super quality trimmed videos like Airsoftology style with the blue screen background and all that. Yes, all that stuff is nice, but that can be part of your style if you want it to be, depending on how much work you want to put into it. But focus on what makes your videos your videos. Find your unique style, get your friends involved, and make it fun, and have fun making what you make. Because if you enjoy making what you make, your viewers are going to enjoy watching what you make. If you're not having any fun, it shows through on camera. Ultimately, this entire game of Airsoft, no matter what angle you're taking it from, is about having fun. So you running your YouTube channel should be no different. Go out there, enjoy yourself, and if you enjoy doing what you're doing and you enjoy putting it on camera, then some people at least, maybe, might enjoy watching it. And that's what it's all about. I hope you found anything in this video useful, and maybe I was helpful, maybe I wasn't. As I said, I'm not exactly the expert on YouTube success, and I certainly didn't tell you a lot of what other people talk about, like upload consistently, have a schedule, do this, this, and this for ad revenue, or maximizing ad revenue. I don't do all that. It's just, if I want to talk about my own views on YouTube for a minute, this isn't my job. I don't take it too seriously. I miss videos constantly. I will skip videos constantly if it means hanging out with my friends and family. Oftentimes it'll be the same friends that I film videos with. That's just the reality of it. This is not my job. This is not my primary focus, really. Just It's something I like doing. It's something that occupies my time, and it's something that people seem to enjoy. But this is about you as the content creator. I'm not talking to you as someone who wants you to please your fans. I'm talking to you right now as someone who wants to make videos. And if you want to keep wanting to make videos, you have to do what pleases you. And what should please you should come first, because if you enjoy it, then they will. Anyways, this is Z-House from Gun Gamers, and I'm signing off. Peace.